It is the 13th of July instead of the 11th of July, 2024. This is WIKISPEED Stand Up. Go ahead, Lauren.
Okay, it's Lauren Salter, Gabriel Island, British Columbia, Canada. And in the past week, I finished the build on the car, yay. And I'm working on the Wi-Fi stuff. So I'm looking at Pi-Fi, status and a few things like that. So that's kind of where I'm at. I call it a medium difficult build. But anyways, it's quite long with the camera sticking out the front. Anyway, that's where I'm at. And so then I am today carrying on, and I'm attempting to get some help from some Linux people about the sorting out the basically I want it would be really good if it would detect the Wi-Fi. It's on the list. It lists seen. It's on list seen, so we can talk on crosstalk about that. So it sees my network on list seen. For some reason, it's not connecting. So the coming week, yeah, I'm working on that, and I'm kind of in the mind of presenting. So I think the probably Trello is Well, cross-talk about that, but look into Trello so that we're ready for people with Trello. Maybe a little funding to pay for the Trello, and I look a little deeper into it because I think the free one you may be able to. There's a workaround to get people on without paying a monthly fee for each person. And so that's, blocks are, so the garden, I went to the garden to water today. The water's out again. So it was out for about a month ago. It came back for a month, and now it's out again. So I'm actually not going to spend a lot of time on the garden until I know if they're going to solve their water problem. This is a rainforest. My cisterns, I have one unused one that I don't use much. It's open, and one that is, and they're full, and they've never been empty. So, anyway, back to you.
Okay. The rainforest thing was interesting. So, Michael Olchuk, Saskatoon, Canada. I didn't get, basically anything done this past week. I'll talk to that in blocks. Looking to, hopefully, this coming week, get a little bit of stuff done on the Little Red Wagon project. At least keep up with you on, so you've got the build done, so we'll talk about what else you're planning to do this week, and I will add it to my to-do list. The tank project, or the tank alternate to the Sunfounder car, I guess. I still just have the pieces here. I haven't put anything together yet. So that's also on the list for this coming week. And realistically, that's all I'm going to get done if I get anything done with the Maslow 4 CNC project. And blocks. We had a surprise visit from family yesterday. So I was just about set up to get some stuff done, and they arrived, and that was pretty much it for yesterday. So I still have a little bit of stuff to get done today, finish mowing the lawn, that kind of stuff. But hopefully tomorrow afternoon, I'll be able to jump on some of these tasks and get them done. And I guess that's back to you.
Yeah, so I'm give myself 8 and the team a 10, and the process improvement is get some diverse skills. on the project? Either us acquiring them or people. And back to you.
Okay. I am going to give myself like a 3.5, maybe a 4. 9 for the team, and whatever we can get set up so that if we have some new members, they have something to do. That would be good. I don't remember very many things on the list that you could do without being able to see the Sunfounder car. So we'll have to go through that. And you were talking about doing that in Crosstalk.
Yeah.
I guess that's about it. Anything you want to record in Crosstalk?
I think I'm okay to record. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll
Leave the recording on.
say it again.
So leave the recording on for a bit. Yeah, because
Yep.
I got the. Yeah. So what I was thinking is, we can let people. Now I usually do this in Ubuntu. So I don't know about the Pi operating system, but if people can do one of those remote logging in things where you give control to somebody who's good at it and they can drive around your computer. So that's an option. That's an option with the Sunfounder on the software side.
Okay.
So I was thinking of that. And I will say that the person who did look at it and sort of solved it, like they solved it using their phone as a hotspot there, and it was automatically reconnecting and everything. They were not happy with kind of having to work with the image from Ubiquity Robotics because it's like a black box to them, and it was like they say, maybe what are they doing? How are they doing it, and everything? And it was a little difficult. So I think that is kind of our issue, because we're working with Sunfounder's software and we're working with Ubiquity Robotics image, and it's they're not super documented. They're documented a bit as a courtesy, but they don't. Since both of them are selling particular products and they're supporting the products, the only things they support is their own product. So, and their own application. So I think that's an issue.
Unfortunately, that's a typical Linux issue. It's
right.
Because they have to support so many different ways of doing things and so many different operating systems. It's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, and that's kind of where it's at. So I mean, I think you're ready, because you've got your connection to your router Wi-Fi working.
Yep.
And I can probably do it, but I don't want to do something kind of particular to me. If possible, I want it to do what it's doing for you, which is detecting what Wi-Fi is there and logging on. If there's Wi-Fi, logging on. If not, they're doing an access point. That makes sense. Right now, it's saying there's an access point. So I did a status. Wi-Fi status. Network manager report AP mode support on WLAN 0. Now, do you recall where do you? I want to turn the camera around. So it's
There's a button on the bottom. Should kind of be a half circle with arrows on both sides.
Yeah, so I'm on my Android version, and that's not showing me that.
Okay. Let's see if I can join with this thing.
I'm looking at the menu. I'm on. No, there's a little red dot at the top, but that's the recording. So I don't know if it's got it. If it has the capability.
Okay, so I'm joined. Now, what am I looking for? Video, 3 dots. Yeah, that's not helpful. Okay, if I turn video on, I don't see it either. Oh, right at the top, there's a camera thing with 2 arrows in the middle. Hello, Lauren. Oh, you're red. Okay, you're gone. Still red. Okay, we're going to try this. I won't focus on it. There we go. So at the top there, right beside the speaker, like right here, is a camera icon with 2 arrows in the middle. You just hit that. And that flips the camera around so that it's showing the front camera instead of the back camera. Okay, Lauren is still gone. You may have to disconnect and reconnect. Anyway, that was at about 17 minutes and 45 seconds, I think. Disconnecting and reconnecting. Okay, so Lauren is disconnecting and reconnecting. Oh, fat ugly legs. Okay, Lauren.
Yeah, I figured it out, and I figured out how to turn it around, but I kind of lost it. Are you okay now? Can you see?
Yep. So I'm gonna hang up my phone so that we get back to a normal.
Okay.
All right. I can see your thing.
Yeah. So here's what my session so far was like.
All right. Not quite close enough to read, but status reports, mode support. Okay. So you did Pi-Fi list, Wi-Fi help. Okay. Wi-Fi status. There we go. So you can actually see your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi is one of those on that list. So it's there. It's not. And
I'm almost to the point where I'm thinking something weird with your router.
But it also knows about the Wi-Fi, so it's not like it doesn't know about it. It remembers it, but for some reason it's sticking with the access point and it's not connected. So I could like remove it and add it, and that probably would connect it.
Well, I don't know if this is a problem with your particular brand of router or with maybe one of the settings on the router, or maybe I don't know what it is.
Yeah, so I have a quite an old router. I have a newer one and but it doesn't have I bought actually it's not a new one. I bought an old one. It needs me. I trying to remember the terminology. I have the modem and router or something like that. So there's two things I have to put in, and I have to spend some like half an hour with the techs at my IP.
Oh,
I mean my internet provider to get the new one set up. Or I could buy a newer, spend some money and buy a newer router.
well, you should be able to like. I'm assuming it's a TP link.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if you plug the thing the port that says internet or
yeah,
DSL, or I can't remember what it's labeled. If you plug that one into your existing router, you should be able to set it up as a different Wi-Fi access point, and then
right.
you can call it something like test robot or something like that, and see if you have trouble connecting to that one as well.
Yeah,
If
right.
you
That's a good one.
if you do, then there must be something wrong with your setup. If you don't, then there's something wrong with your other router. That's all.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good thought. Okay, so I'll do that. Right now, I was going to go ahead and try and set up the web, the server, and try logging in and controlling the robot. But does it have to be on the internet? Does it have to be connected to Wi-Fi first?
Nope. As long as your computer has what it needs and it's connecting to the Sunfounder in AP mode, then you're good to go. It doesn't need a server off in the cloud somewhere to be the intermediate.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
Um,
when you have this running next year and you're running in your marathon, this is
yeah.
how it's going to be running, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it's not going through the internet. It's just acting as a local server which you connect to as an access point.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to try that while because I'm going to see if I can get some help getting the Wi-Fi running the way I want it. Otherwise, I'll just I'll try different things, but it's hard to reproduce when you just try different things. So I want to try and
yeah.
get it working if it's good.
Well,
Uh,
the what was I going to say? Lost it. Sorry, never mind.
yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm on the page 43 of the last thing, and then I have a little concerns that the servos aren't in the right place or something like that. And I'm ready to kind of go back and rebuild the wheels got messed up when I was trying to put on the camera, but then I was able to slip them back on it. They just came off one of the little tabs.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'm going to just try it with the keyboard and monitor attached.
Okay.
Um,
So remember to
but
put it on
I
top
get it
of
right. What's that?
lift the wheels off the ground, put it on a box or something, so that the wheels can
Right.
steer back and forth, and the back wheels can turn without it going away from you.
Yeah, right. Thanks for that, reminding me of that solution. So to get the back wheels off the ground.
Well, I normally get all the wheels off the ground so that the front
Yeah.
wheels steer properly and stuff. But
Yeah. Okay. And did you get to that point or not?
I got to the point where the test, like the little test thing, would work, like the test servos. It would swing the steering and then raise and lower the and then swing back and forth with the pan tilt zoom, and then
Right.
it ran the rear wheels.
It what?
And it ran the rear wheels, so it goes through
Yeah.
and does everything.
Okay.
At one point, I had the camera working in server mode, and it would come to the laptop. But the next thing that I changed broke it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's when
Sorry, what was that again? What was that again about the laptop?
I had the server on the Raspberry Pi serving video to the laptop in an
Oh,
application, and
right.
I could steer it back and forth and go forward and backward. And then the next thing I did broke it. And
Ah,
then when I went to reinstall, that's when I found out that the driver for the wheels was gone. So I installed uh, the Sunfounder GitHub repository, and I
right.
put it in the wrong. I was one directory out in the structure, and it just it never worked after that. So
Yeah. Okay. Um. So, um. Yeah. Okay. Now I had a question. Um.
we're still recording. Are you wanting to still be recording?
Yeah. Let's end the recording. And yeah.
I can do that.